In a previous video, I demonstrated how if you were trying to locate someone's Facebook profile and you had their current mobile phone number and possibly some past mobile phone numbers for them, by plugging that into the search bar as shown here, you could very possibly come up with their Facebook profile. And here I demonstrated it coming up with my name. Likewise, if you had a list of their email addresses, you could also put that in the search bar and have a good chance of coming up with their Facebook profile. This only worked if the privacy settings that the person had for their Facebook profile allowed you to access their profile from their phone number. If they had it locked down to pretty strict privacy, you wouldn't have seen it then, you wouldn't see it now. Just keep that in mind. In early spring of 2018, when Facebook users found out how their data was being scraped and used by different companies, Facebook, in a reaction to try to keep their users, started to restrict the types of searches that could be done, and we lost the ability to search, as I had just shown you with the search bar, for phone numbers and email addresses to find a profile. However, there is a free way of still searching with the phone number and to possibly come up with a profile. And the best way that I know of to do that is to use the virtual Android machine that you can create for free with the right information, to put Facebook Messenger on the virtual phone and then search the messenger for that phone number, and I'll show you here how that works. Now, in a side-by-side comparison, I'm going to show you what happens when you search for a phone number in Facebook and then you search for it using the Android custom phone on your desktop. Okay, first trying it in Facebook. I'll put a phone number in. Oh, not only did it not show me who that phone number belongs to, it also threatened me that it looks like you're using this feature in a way it wasn't meant to be used. Please slow down or you could be blocked from using it. So, not only do you not get the results now, you also could get blocked from using your search for like a month at a time. So cancel that. Let me go over here now and try it with Messenger on the Android phone. Okay, now trying it with Messenger. Bingo, I got it hit. So, I got basically threatened when I used the regular Facebook or program on the desktop, but when using the emulator, the Android emulator, I was able to do a search on a phone number, which you can't do the other way. And I don't know how long this will be working this way until they close that down, but that is an option for us now. So the obvious question now for many of you is, well, what is this Android virtual phone and how do I get it? It is something that you have to basically create on your own, and there's a set of instructions to follow. But let me tell you a little bit more about it and why you should do it on your desktop as opposed to using your own phone, which could be a security problem, or even if you had a burner phone that you wanted to put the number in for a search, you might have the problem of being able to capture the screen, get it back over to the desktop for your report. If it went to court, you may have to give up your phone as evidence. By creating a virtual phone that's on your desktop, you're able to use your screen capture information, apps, or a video of what you're doing on there to record it for court purposes if needed. So I'll show you here shortly how you can get the instructions on how to do this, but let me demonstrate what is on here. And you can add, I just created this one this morning. You can add a whole lot of other apps to it from the Google Play Store. For this one, I had to have Facebook and Messenger, which I have right here. But you can also have Instagram, Twitter, Skype, all these other ones that you may need for an investigation. And here's kind of a cool feature it has. Let's say you want to put out a tweet and indicate that you're in a certain location in the country, but you're actually somewhere else. You can go to this GPS box here and put in the latitude and longitude that you want to be shown when somebody looks at your tweet, and so you can spoof where your actual location is and put a location where you want to claim to be from. So it's got a lot of neat things like that on it that you can use. I learned how to create the virtual phone, and I learned about the trick of putting the phone number in the Facebook Messenger on the phone to try to find the profile, both from Michael Bizzell, who's just an excellent instructor in open source intelligence investigative work. He has a website, inteltechniques.com, that you can sign up for his training, or you can buy his book, which is I think $50 on Amazon right now, the sixth edition. And in the book, it gives step-by-step explanation of how to create that Android phone. In a future video, I'd like to tell you about the use of virtual machines, which in essence is having a computer, a fresh computer for every investigation that you do to prevent cross-contamination of evidence, and also to, if you were to acquire a virus during an investigation, this protects your actual machine because it's a virtual machine running on your computer and it's separate from your computer. It will not spread that virus to your actual hardware. That might sound a little confusing. Again, that's information put out by Michael Bizzell in his book and in his videos on how to do this, but I'll give you an overview of why you might want to consider building virtual machines and using them for your investigations.